Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a stream. I'm your other host, Gale, and I hope you're all doing well today. So today we're playing Kaiserpunk, live for several hours, hopefully. We'll see. And we just started on the Palu map. Okay, we've got water right next to us, that's good. I'm just trying to look at what we've got available. Okay, we have nearby copper, quartz. I guess it doesn't really matter if it's nearby or not. We'll be fine. But it's important for me to take stock of what we got here. Okay, we have a lot of crude oil. That's good. Okay, we have some coal. Not as much as I'd like. Do we have any other deposits of crude? Because, like, honestly, if I could just refine a ton of crude products, that would be huge. Got gold. Okay, our zinc is up there. What have we got up here? More water. Seems like we have a decent bit of water on the map. That'll be good. The desalination plant's tech is very far away, so... Okay, we have aluminum. Gold. Quartz. Alright, I'm a little bit worried. I don't see very much, if any, iron. Okay, here's 2 iron deposits. 3, 4. I can work with that. Okay. I can work with that, I think. God, I hope I can anyway. And there, okay, there's the galena. Alright, we have very little galena. Okay. So that's important to note. Oh, is there some more there? Well, that's good. Because galena is where we get our lead, which is useful for bullets, if you couldn't guess. Alright. So. I have functionally no need to... Oh, no, we don't need a bridge, thank you. Let's just build a nice little coastal road here. There. We don't need to build anything close to this particular town center. And this doesn't really do anything for us, you know? So we're okay to just kind of build away from it. And I'm going to aim for sort of an area out here, I think, as sort of our starting settlement zone. Hang on. How much is it upkeep per area? So it's per tile. I think that's a square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn it! Hard to tell. Okay. That's where I'm just going to put city services, and I'm going to mostly just be chunking out a decent number of labor houses. Actually, yeah. No, it would be better if I broaden it a little bit, so that way we have a matching here. There. Perfect. Alright, so labor is our first tier of population. We have 4 tiers of population here. Laborers, manufacturers, technicians, and specialists. This might be too many, but it's fine. Just get me started. Now, currently they will complain because they are not connected. The town center, but of course we can just throw a road down here and we'll be okay. Good. Let's let population going. Our goal is to reach a population of 120. Now, let's see how's this gonna go? Because laborers to start will need bread and vegetables. All right. Let's just salvage some random stuff in the meantime to get resources. Well, for as many people as I can. Get our early game resource bonuses after all. People are slowly moving in. 43. Yeah, it's our population there. Unfortunately, it does take some people to actually do the salvage job, so... Alright. Slowly but steadily get all this stuff salvaged. Lead is for water pipes. Lead is for bullet. Yeah, no, specifically, actually, I think it's for artillery shells, if memory should serve. Bullets don't require lead. I think bullets require brass. I may have to double check that, though. Yeah, here we go. So ammunition is cellulose and brass. Artillery shells is lead and chemicals. Bombs are chemical and steel. So yeah, there you go. Alright, so a lot of our salvage is coming in, which is good. Because we're going to need to get sorted. That's actually a lot closer than I anticipated. But that's probably fine. Should build like a decent, half-decent square of farms here. Alright, so for production buildings, such as this farm here, why do you produce 10? You shouldn't be producing 10. Oh, Ashes of the Empire. Oh, that's interesting. So each region, I guess, that you start in the world has a different starting condition. Interesting. Even then, you definitely still shouldn't be producing 10. Don't I have a minus 10% penalty? Production of agricultural products. I don't know. I figured it would apply, but apparently not. You know? Anyway, so any and all resource-producing buildings need to have a nearby depot in order to transport them. Their goods and services. Good. Now it almost feels like home. Our men are accounted for and more keep coming every day, although the work is far from over. We need to decide our next step. The sports position you. Howard, I can see you're already mentally absent. The great power that once inhabited these lands now lie in ruins. Though we are unsure what's going on, we can contact the local shepherds and try and figure out what is going on. Fishermen used to deal information. Their way of movement and trade benefited them when it came to collecting information. We can approach them and ask for help. So this is a different thing than previously. Interesting. Okay. Fishermen or shepherds? Maybe it is bugged. I don't know. But yeah, I think I like fishermen. Seems like a better idea. Local fishermen for brown flesh and the governor help us out. Scouring the fisheries. Once they reached the fishing villages, your men were greeted by a haunting sight. Dilapidated houses, inhabitants bearing scars, both mental or physical. The villagers showed signs of apathy, indifferent to your men or what was happening outside. However, a few sane ones still remain, and they relayed information to you about their state. The whole village suffered in the hands of the pirates who demand tribute, money, goods, and occasionally people. If we open up a trade route and allow the flow of goods, things might change a bit. Alright. Construct a market. Yep. So anyway, this depot will literally just send out trucks every so often. It probably did while I was elsewhere. to collect from these places as they produce. You can see it's got a production cycle here. As far as I can tell, every single building kind of runs on the same production cycle. That gives us 37 excess vegetables right now, which is currently far more than enough. Now, for the second food stuff that they need, bread, that's an actual production chain. Ah, yes, for that we need agricultural level 2. Alright, well, I'm going to need grain and cotton anyway, so... Ah, there's inside the trucks to collect. It has only 3 trucks right now, unfortunately. Honestly, what I'll probably just do is... Oh, we are... That's right, we are out of plywood, aren't we? I need to salvage more. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to repair. Whatever. Just salvage. I hate that there's these damaged buildings that you can just repair, as if anyone's ever going to use these damn things. They're completely useless and unnecessary. Hot take. But yeah, so we got at least some basic foods. We can get construction stuff set up as well. Yeah, we have the lumberyard and all that, so it would likely behoove me to get plywood production going before I accidentally brick my run. You know. Didn't it let's see, brickworks, say, or is it considered cultivation? Yeah. Okay. So I guess I'll just kind of extend the industry sector down here. So we'll put down a couple of those. And oh good, we've already unlocked the flour mill. Alright, so let me check the production requirements on these. So this thing's going to take 4 wood. Each of these produces 16. 3, 4. Alright, and we'll need a depot, of course. Boom. Alright. There we are. I like this random ass damaged building. Okay, that's all getting salvaged. Nice. Salvage that. But yeah. So let's get our lumberyards all built in here. I know, we still need more plywood, damn it. Well, luckily I think there's still even more salvage, so let's collect and make sure we get enough of it, eh? Gotta utilize the starting resources. Salvage. Alright. Okay, we're salvaging, or at least otherwise have enough bread right now that they aren't starving, so that's good. Kind of same with newspapers and clothes. We'll get more of that sorted eventually. We have 240 laborers, so I want to build like more laborer housing, but it's pretty obvious I need to scale up my plywood production here. So now, assuming I should probably move that around. There. Oh no, it does it for trucks. Good. So yeah, 50. So we should produce approximately 80 here. And if I mouse over Yeah, so we're 0 wood plus 0. Like, basically the expectation. And we now produce 80 plywood. Alright. Enough to actually maybe start building some things. Alright. So yeah, we have the ability to do flour mills and bakeries. Well, that wasn't a great spot, but it's fine. I think I can probably end up putting in a decent number here. So each of these, yeah, they're going to produce 10 grain. And I think each of these takes only like 3. Memory should serve. Oh no, 5 grain. So in total we can have 6 flour mills. There we go. It would be wise of me to include an additional depot, I think, before this gets overworked. There. That actually fit in perfectly somehow. Insufficient workforce. Yeah, that doesn't shock me too much. Alright. We need more homes. Must build homes. God, Black and White was such a great game. Now, again, this is Anno style, so it doesn't really, like, we don't have to consider anything like commutes. It's not an agent-based simulation or anything. They're just happy to be here. Alright, yeah, they're definitely running out of bread, which may lead to riots if I don't get that sorted out before too long. But yeah, so now we should be relatively even on the grain production, once we have enough workforce anyway. Alright. So then the next question is... So yeah. You produce 8 flour per thing. How much does bakery need? 3. So 6 times 8. Ah, yes. My high school teacher warned me I would need multiplication skills. That's 48. Divided by 3. I mean, 15 and 16, yeah. So I have the capacity to support 16 bakeries off of this. Not too shabby, honestly. We don't need anywhere near that much, but it will future-proof us. That's kind of the goal. And unfortunately, this game kind of, well, not unfortunately, this game kind of relies on a certain, like, tech system here. Where just over time, by having buildings, you gain development points. And these development points unlock more buildings. So it behooves me to massively overbuild, so that way I will zoom through the tech tree in short order. You know? Like, this is generating me basically industrial and agricultural sciences. Not as much as, like, higher tier stuff would, but, you know, we can make up for it. And importantly, as I scale up, I'm going to need a lot of workers. You know? Because it's not like I get to a point where, you know, oh, I unlock a new metal or whatever, and suddenly, for whatever reason, this mine takes specialists to work. Like, every mine from every kind will always employ laborers, you know? So. Flat or fizz? Flat. Alright, so we have enough bread for our people at least. Though it's, yeah, we're struggling to get more people in here. So as I kind of talked about at the start of the stream, the game's not very good at this whole presenting information to you as a player. The only way I can tell if I have enough vegetables is messing over this. You know, I have to come to a vegetable farm. I have to mess over this. I have to be like, okay, this is plus 29 currently. You know? Plus 8 on bread right now. Yeah, we have plus 34. Cool. So that doesn't... Well, one would have assumed... Although they may not have be full on people yet, I don't know. What I will say is this thing probably needs another depot. Ideally what it might need is upgrades. I can give buildings upgrades, so like I can do plus 3. And suddenly now it's 0 out of 7. Look at that. So yeah. That depot is massively overworked. This one also looks like it's fairly massively overworked, so let's go. You need it to be 0 out of 7 as well. Three out of 4. Good. Alright. And we're over 500 people, so we get our first level up. Every level we get to choose between 3 bonuses on our way down to level 6, which I think requires, what, 50,000 people? Yeah. In our capital. So, I don't know. Infantry kind of suck. It might not be that big of a deal. But, like, I found that infantry just generally suck. And I seem to be able to make up for the infantry sucking with the magical power of tanks. So, and that's transport development, which I don't need. That is living development, which also in general I won't need. Immigration interest is meh as well. Like, there's no real good options here. So, we got more migrants. Our migration rate is generally going to be fine. It's kind of the thing is there's I look at all 3 of these options and they're all solidly terrible. You know? So like, I don't know. Cause like just even like these things are so minor. +1 production of laborer needs. I just want to point out that that's vegetables. That is 1/10 of the production on this farm, I think. Right? So 1/10 of a farm. They're terrible. They still buy for you. No, you know what? Irk, they're terrible. Like, they're so inconsequential that they are irrelevant. I don't know. Let's go with union. We'll go lefty on the political alignment, eh? It's also because I actually want to test something because I think I might be wrong. And as a result, I'll make an ass of myself on stream. That's what I... Okay. Good. Didn't do grain, though. But it will do bread. Okay, so that actually buffs all of our farms. So that's actually not bad. Because here's the thing. Even as they become higher tier people, it's important to note that everyone will still have these demands. So, that's good. So that's actually not too shabby. All of our bakeries will produce a little bit more now. Alright, so now we're at +42. That looks about right. I think it was literally just logistical bottlenecking. I forget how many of these I can build again. 16 total? Well, I meant like 8. Yeah. So, I can still manage to put down like another batch. But yeah, this already produces way more bread than we will need for a while, which is important. The morale of our people is not great, however. I would like to maybe improve that a little bit. Here you guys go, have a fire station. That requires power, that's fine. We'll put a power substation here. Now, of course, we're not generating any electricity right now, but that's fine. Just toss it over here until we get, like, coal power plants. This is basically all we get, and it's pretty shit. But it's enough. There we are. So that will help a little bit more. Ideally, we would like to get... Apparently, we are losing money. Fair enough. To be fair, I'm not exactly producing any of their luxuries, so... They literally give me half taxes right now. It's pretty garbage. We got safety. We will need to get more development of our civics. And actually, I think I have some breakthroughs, right? Yeah. It might behoove me to just try and advance this a little. Oh god, it's only giving me plus 2 points. I think the longer I hold on to the breakthroughs, the better. Because it seems like the amount I get is depending on the tier it is. So... I think I just roll into the breakthroughs until I'm into the teens, you know? I don't even know how I earn breakthroughs. I just seem to get them passively. Or perhaps from something. I have no idea. So yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, we've got their needs met for now on that front. Now, the real goal will be to... You can get wood into cellulose factories, paper mills, printing presses, as well as regular production. The weavers from cotton to cloth. All right. Well, they can say they aren't starving. Yeah, but they also don't have clothes or newspapers, so... You know, it's not great. We definitely need to do some work. Yeah, we're pushing through that just fine. So we're going to get a cotton field down. Okay, you produce 10 cotton. Understandable. And each weaver will produce... Alright, so it's 2 to 1. That's actually not too shabby. Okay. Actually, let's delete this. Ah, yes, but the cotton fields will require water. Which is the second utility I haven't even started on yet. Okay. Oh, that's fine. We'll just put a water distributor here. Similarly, I do want to overbuild this and just, like, be able to forget about it for a while. Or at least it's the hope. Yeah, this thing can theoretically give more than enough, I think. We'll be fine. Okay. Alright, so the water distributor is in, but of course we have no water yet. Insufficient workforce. Well, that won't do it all now, will it? Alright. Oh good, we have the laborer high-rises now. These cost bricks, but are much denser ways to pack laborers in, like sardines. And as a result, we totally will. We'll also probably eventually tear down that stuff and move it all around, but you know. Perfect. So yeah, that should continue to have us grow fairly rapidly and will get us tons of employment. Alright, so we do need to do some water, which isn't too bad. I think there's water close by. So, okay, legally it's not a mining building, but it should be. Let's put the water on the resource deposits. Now, water conveniently just feeds into a utility grid, so I don't actually have to put a depot near those. But there we are. Alright. So I've now got 5 cotton farms. Three, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put another depot there, yeah. You know what, 10 and the depot goes here. Ooh, but you can't reach over there. So no matter what, they'd be screwed. Okay. Well, you know what? Screw it. Let's delete all that again. Try again. There is planning mode that I can enter, but honestly, I kind of just don't. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I only lose like half of it, and for the most part with these cheap buildings, it's mostly irrelevant. So we'll say 3, then this depot. Honestly, maybe even a second depot. Because there's a lot of stuff that's going to be getting moved around here. You know? So yeah, 6, I need 10. 8, 9, 10. Alright, the weavers, fuck, y'all require power, don't you? Right? That's fine. That's not too bad. So each one of them requires 15. Oh boy. That ought to be enough. Just overbuild. Sort out the details later. We'll get power substation here. Although it will probably be more than just one. One of my complaints, I guess I do actually have about the game, is these substations kind of suck. Like, they provide so little power. Like, this can only do 70. Yeah, we still need at least one more substation. Jesus. Put it over there so it can do those. Alright. So that is weaving us 200 cloth. Alright. Then we come on with the clothier. which also requires power. But only consumes 3 cloth. Can't wait for the Dnipro flats. I have no idea how to spell that. Yeah. Yeah. No resources. Can't imagine why. So on that note, would you believe we're going to be putting another depot here? Goddamn right we are. Oh no, sorry. The clothier. 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might. Okay, you know what? I can't eat that straight face. Definitely gonna need more depots, but that's fine. The main problem, of course, with this area currently is a complete lack of electricity. We'll sort that out. Yeah, we have negative 140 electricity currently. Oops. God damn it. How do I keep placing this windmill wrong? Okay, there we are. And hey, we can get a new social pillar. We've reached 1,000 people. Have we? It's 462 unemployed, right? Alright. So, I prefer, conceptually at least. Hold on, so that's morale. That would actually help a lot. I fall behind in that one. I'm trying to figure out what development point that is. I think that's agriculture. Yeah, morale we literally still have 0 development points for. We need to build the printing press to even start on that. So, off of that alone, I kind of want to take it. Fleet cooldown is relevant. Battalion supplies is really good, though. Battalion cooldown is okay, but pretty meh. The amount of time it takes me to reinforce and like rearm my troops after battle, I very rarely have any problems with cooldowns, but it would allow me to move around the map faster when we get to the world map. I haven't even opened the world map yet. But, no, that's not agriculture. So, I'll just take commerce because plus 15 development points for morale this early is good. It's very helpful. Alright. Yeah, we have 1.6k people already. And growing. Alright, by the way, we have enough clothes, right? Yeah, we have way more than enough freaking clothes. So our tax rates are going to enter the stratosphere now. Hey, do I have the ability to build an elementary school? I do. How about that? Alright. So we'll, of course, want to do the upgrades for effective coverage. Increase 20%, 20%, 20%. You can have a maximum of 3 of the same type of upgrade on anything. Which, by the way, means we can now extend out our housing really far. Not quite that far in the bottom direction, but we'll be okay. Yeah, where does... I'm trying to think, because I do want to demolish and replace. I mean, honestly, you know what? I have a ton of unemployed, don't I? Sure, let's just level some city blocks. So yeah, we're just gonna go for some high density housing. And then we're also working my way for concrete halls. Yep. From low to high density. Alright. Yeah, we'll get high-rise density for manufacturers soon, and who knows. Oh, you guys aren't connected. There we go. Alright, suddenly we have 564 unemployed. Great news, everyone. What's upgrade mode, anyway? I have literally no idea. That's fine, though. Oh, there's a move mode. Oh, shit. Oh. Copy mode. Good to know. Alright. Oh, shit. I'm out of bricks. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, so bricks we don't actually produce yet. So, do I even have the capacity to build a brickworks yet? It should be heavy industry. I do. Alright, so bricks just require clay and coal. It's nothing crazy. So we'll throw down a clay pit. And you produce 10 clay. And a brickworks consumes 4. So we will get 2. And then the depot for the local region. Alright. You guys require anything? Water, power? Yep. Water. Okay. Utilities coming in. We need more fucking windmills. Still have yet to unlock coal power. It will be a while. Like, oh boy, it's never going to be a while. No, there we are. There's coal power. Development 4. We're getting like a decent number of utilities development points because I'm just throwing down so many windmills. Like, the concept of spam buildings to get science is actually really interesting in that I've never seen it before. You know? Like, conceptually tying economics and science together. Like, because oftentimes it's, you know, difficult to balance science, you know, since it's a force multiplier. So by tying the two together, I actually think it's a beautiful game mechanic. I haven't really, like, formed my super min-maxy opinions of it yet, but I do actually really like it, you know? Like, as a face value, I think it's really interesting. It might take, like, refinement and all sorts of other things, but that might be a very good way to solve the sort of science problem that exists in most games. You know? As, anyone who plays any 4X games can tell you. Science is hard. Okay. So yeah, we've got coal and everything we need for the bricks. Should be good. Yeah, we'll need civics too. Alright. 1.1k. How are you guys doing on morale? Nope. You're good. Yep. Like, I just want to make sure that nobody's rioting or has any riot risk. I basically have to take care of my people to a bare minimum standard in order to prevent it from happening. It looks like we're good. We're a solid 69% morale, and that's pretty nice, you know? I think that's pretty nice. But yeah, we've got some bricks coming in now. Now, as the game warns me, unemployment does eventually, like, cause unrest if I'm not careful. But I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, we have 49% unemployment right now. Yeah. Our tax income. So, like, it's, I think, dragging down their morale, but it's not really that big of a deal. Cloth plus like 97. Like, we're definitely gonna need some newspapers, and that would be wise of me to see about getting. So, let's start with the cellulose factory here, so that way I can view 4 for 20. Okay. $12. Wow. Okay. So 6 to 5? Yep. Also, half of our city might be on fire right now. Oh dear God. Okay, so, you know, I forgot that I need to put fire stations in our industrial sector. It'll be fine. Maybe. Yeah, so that bell was the fire bell to inform me that a building caught fire. Is this really going to be the best area I can put this in? I guess so. No power substation nearby, we can deal with that. I have negative 30 power though, so it doesn't matter, I can't deal with it. I need 2 separate power substations. Luckily there's pause, so I can sort out the crisis before it becomes a real problem. Okay, I think those get repowered on first. Well, at least one of those already blew up. It's fine. Jesus Christ, that did a ton of damage. Alright. So much shit to repair now. To be fair, we make all of our buildings out of plywood. Alright. The fire was contained. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, 6 to 5, right? 6 cellulose factories to 5 paper mills. Seems reasonable. And then how many printing press do I need? 5 paper, 10 paper. Okay, so just twice as many printing presses. Okay. That seems easy enough. Six. I'm coming up on the mountain here. Just gotta keep developing. We'll do fine. No, it's heavy. I have yet to figure out really what the distinction between heavy and industry and production buildings are. The game has kind of failed to explain that to me. I'm not really even sure there is one, and I'm not sure it matters. It needs more power. Although realistically at this point we can throw down the coal power plant. So that'll probably be good. Nice, repair the trees. To be fair, I don't think it's the trees, I think it's the vegetables. Please repair the tomato plant. Alright. Where was I? Okay, I've got 5 of these, so that means I need 10 paper mills. No, sorry, not 10 paper mills, 10 printing presses. Yeah, that's as far as we can go. Can't have that. Well, no, actually that's fine. Oh yeah, okay, that is actually inaccessible, alright. Can't build a road over that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 8, 9, and 10. And the good lord, we need depots. I'm gonna want a depot over here anyway for the copper mine we're gonna put there. Okay, let's maybe roll this back just a little bit. You know? And do that. And instead, we can get another depot in here because, again, we're going to need 1 million depots for this little industrial core. And don't even get me started on the electricity that we'll need as well. And connect it up. And it may behoove me this time to remember things like fire, wouldn't it? Alright, so we need 190 power. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like it's time for a coal-fired power plant. I'd like to go look over here. Yeah, I was gonna say, because there shouldn't be that much work on this depot, so. Ah, yes, but the coal-fired power plant will take 25 manufacturers. Well, we'll get those soon enough, I think. In the meantime, some more windmills. Phoenix. There. Let's make sure this time we have things like, well, 1 road connections to everything. But fire stations. You know, when our industrial district catches fire, as it is prone to do, it turns out. Alright. took up half these. And the problems are starting to disappear, it looks like. Yeah. Rather than you. These are complaining about there not being any resources, which makes sense. We haven't really done a whole lot of, you know, cellulose production yet. Apparently, it's actually no wood. I mean, that's fair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's actually not very much now that I think about it. I didn't even think about actually needing wood, but it turns out this is just going to produce enough with like 2 foresters and not even be remotely a problem. Good news. There. I can't take the melody as playing from the game or the background of Caitlin's room. Look, just because I have like a 1930s globe next to me and a bust of Alexander the Great watching over me. I'm an old soul, what can I say? You guys can't even see the globe. It's a nice globe. So, am I to assume that the depots are overworked? So far, no. Seems like anyway. Yeah. Looks like things are okay. We're getting some amount of newspapers being made, which is improving their morale. And then we just need the last public service. Alright. It's working. Not able to do anything, but repair. That time we repaired the trees. Bam. Alright, so the number of complaints here seems to be dropping fairly reasonably. It's just we do have enough paper. It's like, let's get some extra docks and all that. I don't know. I can maybe shorten some trips here. Alright. But yeah, I think it's the entire thing is just kind of spooling up. Oh no, wait, is police station something? Yeah, it's for safety manufacturers. Whoops. That's right, I don't need that yet. Elementary, where is clinic? I guess that's just next. Okay. I should probably also progress on the story. Which... Is it transport buildings? No, it's trading buildings. Build a market. Trade with the local smuggler. Hey, you want, I don't know, what the hell do I have way too much of? Some plywood. There you go. But yeah, we have really managed to... No, those are manufacturer high rises. managed to build a good base of laborers, which I'm pretty happy about. Like, the city is growing. We got a lot of clothes right now. Yeah, I'm massively overproducing the basic necessities. Because as I kind of talked about, this is an anno game. Every tier after the basic guys still require, like, the clothes and the newspapers. They just require those and more things, right? Okay. So, in general, when we want to build out our base, we want to build it fairly wide to help improve the situation. You know? This building will need a power substation. Very well. Okay. Alright, so despite the unemployment level being pretty high, of like 33%, that's actually not huge. I think I can actually also put down the trade port at this point. Here, you want, cellulose. Yeah, I'll still supply wood there if you can. Ugh. No water tower nearby, very well. I also am in general trying to delay because I know I need to reach utility 8 for the water purification plant. I'm basically kind of gated on moving upwards too fast by that. We're doing very well, mind you. At getting closer to that fairly quickly, I might add. Like 108, we'll be there. We're a third of the way there as is. Which is great. But yeah, so we'll just have to trade with local smugglers. They will come eventually. Alright. Got some glass. Let's see. What other salvage can I get my hands on? That's it. Do not fix them. Just keep deploying the salvage teams. Stock is full, yeah. Alright. Not too shabby though. We built ourselves a nice wide base city, which I'm pretty happy with. We've discovered a region finally. So this is the world map. The reason I haven't really come out here is because there's literally nothing to see. It's the best way I can put it. Is because only once I got the market down and started trading with local smugglers do we actually start to reveal regions on this world map. Like, here's our region. It exists. We get some resources here. I don't know if that's if we actually get that from the region or what, but Russian Far East, yeah. So like eventually over time information will trickle in. But we have literally nothing out here to look at. Alright, so this is a terrain type I've never seen before. And oh, that is nasty. Cool. So I'm invincible as long as I maintain naval superiority. That's what I'm reading from this. Alright, so what's on fire? This flour mill, good. It's covered. Alright. Because there's no way anyone's going to be able to break through without a bigger navy. Now, building a navy... we need to go to the military building here. I guess I don't have the shipyard unlocked yet. But I wanted to have a look. It's probably going to be steel and things. But like, I now need to seriously consider the prospect of a naval campaign, where I'm primarily going to focus on deployment of that stuff. We'll see. We get +1. Like, well, yeah, okay. So I can view here. So, Corvette, steel. Steel lumber, steel rubber electrical parts. Okay, that's not too bad. Like, I can definitely get a decent amount of rubber. Like, rubber comes from oil, so steel, I hope I can get enough of. We'll see. Want to repair these, but no. Let's just collect our stuff here. Keep salvaging. New development level reached, yeah. How are we doing on development anyway? Oops. Like, in many ways, we're doing fine. Like, transport, I haven't even had to build above, like, basic dirt roads, and we're doing fine. Like, we get 199 points. We'll be a transport 15 in no time, you know? Alright. The record label will be more morale for our laborers, which I want. So that's good. And we can now provide a clinic, thank goodness. But the clinic, it requires manufacturers. So I think soon we're going to have to develop the manufacturers down, you know? We've got tier 4 housing and I still haven't even invited any manufacturers. Like I said, the intertwining of, like, basically economics and tech kind of make it so that super fast advancement isn't necessarily the goal at this point. For better or worse, and you can see its effects and how it's kind of shaping how we develop. You know, higher tier buildings give me more development points. But it doesn't necessitate a development rush to get them. It's pretty obvious I can... Whoops. Just build a very wide base. And we will. All right. No, you guys look like you need a connection out here. Yep, run the road out. There we are. Yeah. Also, you need a water tower. Sure, fair enough. Alright. 1.6k seems like a lot, but as I start to like roll out a bunch of mines, it's actually not going to be that many. So yeah, the next tier is a population of 1,500. Which we're going to get fairly quickly, I think. Fairly short order. As a lot of people are just kind of pouring into our city now. So yeah. But talking about the world map a little bit more. Oh, hey, we discovered the Yucatan. A forest region. Aircraft suck. Yeah, I guess aircraft are still on the table for me. I do have some aluminum. We'll see what I get. So, I gotta wonder here, Galena. Like, I guess I should be able to view my stockpile. Here, right? So, where is the Galena ore? Okay, I have 539. It says +0, but unless I've been salvaging it, that's definitely going up over time, right? Like, is it just not telling me about my production of Galena from the world map? Either that, or I don't get... Oh, you also have no insufficient workforce. You need more manufacturers. You know what? That's unfortunate. Delete you. It's inverted Scottish flag. Yeah. Don't worry. That's, I think, just the generic neutral flag. Anti-Scots, if you would. I mean, if you were going to put a flag to represent barbarians, the Scottish flag is an excellent choice. Ho 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 ho. In the wise words of Groundskeeper Willie, I've just made an enemy for life. Unemployment is 53%. You guys okay? Seems so. I think it just reduces their morale. But, like, they're still pretty much getting everything they need except for the health right now. Which ain't too bad. Alright. So, if I... Can I move you? No. I have to literally repair it, or can I just demolish it? No, I have to repair it, then demolish it. Lovely. But yeah, we're going to build a hell of a city. Alright, so 4.4k in climbing. With still, I think, a lot of room to grow, so... Ain't bad. Yeah, we can put down a lot in the areas here. I'm not too worried. We've discovered the Iberia region. There you go. Contact with one of their own has woken up the village. The contact with one of their own has woken up the village a bit. Seems like things will change for the better. The smuggler will deliver his reports shortly. The smuggler recounts his short meeting with the survivors of the village. Poverty, malnourishment, and death. Even he, known for his pursuit of profit, pleads with you to help these people, offering services free of charge. The course is already set. I'm pointing that you need to expand food production if you're going to feed the malnourished populace in the village. Produce vegetables, 50. That will be 1 tick, I believe. At least I hope it is. Out of curiosity, how is our vegetable production doing? Oh, shit. Okay. How's our bread production? Oh, shit. Okay. Bread riots? We'll see. Like, yeah, they're just starting to take the food damage right now. Okay. No, that's good. That's good. I caught this, I think, in time. Before they start getting angry. We'll be fine. We got lots of flour, yeah. Alright. So, sorry, how much are we down? 74. Oh, that's the edge of the map, huh? Good to know. So, I'm talking like needing 8 of these. Probably more as our population is still growing. Alright. Some room for depots. And the fire stations for once. Alright. Okay, so that covers that problem for now. So how are we doing on flour, really? Plus 19. So yeah, we do need... I think we can support like another 8 bakeries. It's just a matter of finding a place for them. So that should be good. Okay. There we are. That should hopefully help. We've taken care of food production. We have not, but I understand I'm also a million miles ahead of where this little storyline expects me to be. Produce 60 plywood. That'll be taken care of in one tick, I think. Like I produce 80 per thing. All right. Good. So you look like you're overworked. Let's get you additional loading ramps here. There. All right. Now let's see how bad's the damage. All right, plus 51. I like to see that number. Plus 40. I like to see that number. Discovered Burma. Actually, that's in a nearby region. Not quite adjacent. That would be Indochina there, I think. So, yeah. Alright. The record label. Good to know. Out of curiosity. No, I want public service. Yeah, the record label requires manufacturers as well, which is unfortunate, but fine. We'll just kind of prep it. Oh yeah, we also need to produce lumber. Which I don't even do I? I don't even know what I need lumber for again. Friggin', like, I think appliances? Maybe? It is the appliance factory. There it is. Ah, yeah, lumber and copper for the gramophones. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be time to start getting our manufacturers up, I think. Assuming I've managed to stave off the imminent starvation. Which it looks like I have. What's my tax base doing? 143,000. Jesus Christ. Alright, we have 5.2k as well. So, we can even upgrade. So, +2 production of manufacturer luxuries, manufacturer needs, +2 production of agricultural products. Okay, that's really good. Just a hard +2 production of all agriculture products. As well as manufacturer needs. Okay, so that's, I think, utility. That is, I don't even know, that's, what's purplish and looks like that? Civics? Yeah. Actually, that's not too bad then. Getting the utility upgrade might be worth it. Tradition is good considering our debuff. Yeah. It's hard to argue with +2 production of our agricultural products for us. We have returned to tradition, all right. Just look at that line of windmills. But yeah. So the next one's at population 10k. All right. I'm going to take a quick break here, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back, everyone. Just had a nice little break to take care of my own needs. Because, oh boy, I kind of get immersed in this game. You know, I've been sitting here for solid 2 hours. Oof. Alright. Save the building. Already? Yeah. Well, 1 hour and 52 minutes, but who's counting? So, I try and remember to, like, stand up, stretch, refill my cat's food and water, or, like, take a bathroom break, or anything else. You know? My goal is once an hour. Okay. So, I do need to prep a new lumber segment. Oh, good. The cotton field is ready to be destroyed. Bloop. Salvage that. You know, like a sane person. We have almost all of the friggin' housing at this point. So I kind of want to just do a line of labor high-rises here. Yeah, the limit's okay. To find out where the outer limit of the city will be. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. And then you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do manufacturer high-rises. Unfortunately, this requires some concrete, but we have a decent bit of it. 5, 6. There. Yeah. So these guys, unfortunately, will actually start requiring water, so I don't want to give them too much or have too many of them right now. It's really a actually kind of massive problem in the grand scheme of things. We'll probably have to adjust things later, but we'll put those down. Because like I said, we actually have a very limited amount of water. I don't have that much more right now. And, you know, I'm using these two extractors, right? I think I have 2 more. I've managed to find 2 more extractors, or extractor locations. Let me get the utility thing out of here, water pump. So we've got 1 more location here. And 2 more locations up here. So the best way to look at it is currently, effectively, I am utilizing nearly 40% of the maximum amount of water I can use until I reach Utilities 8. So, yeah. Now these guys are going to require fish and meat as their basic needs, which is, perhaps somewhat unsurprisingly, actually easy to meet. You know? So let's... Is it cultivation for fish? Yes. Alright. Three, 4... Alright, so this leaves behind a quay, so we demolish. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then just need a couple depots. And there we are. That is a decent enough fishing dock that will provide us 120 fish, which will help feed our laborers. The laborers will also need meat, which will probably start ranching out here. It's another actually remarkably easy one. Like, the transition to laborers is, or to manufacturers is very easy, because both of the 2 additional needs are both just tier 1. Apparently I got an achievement for building 10 ranches. There we are. So suddenly I've employed another like couple 100 people. Or maybe, like, actually 500 people. Jesus Christ. Alright. Now I just need... depots. That said, the luxuries for these manufacturers are where the actual problems will be. You know? Yeah, you guys also need water towers. That's fine. Even though we are massively out of water as is. So let's see. Let's place our remaining water. All right. We'll just extend this, I think. There. So we now have a relatively solid idea of how much water we have. 720. That's why I've been doing the wide. Like, we need to try and get to Utilities 8. And we are actually only halfway there. So, make of that what you will when it comes to the water crunch, you know? And like that, the amount of water we have is going to drop fairly drastically as these manufacturers move in. So, I just really want to double check out here. Am I 100% sure I've got no additional water? I don't think I do, but if I'm lucky. Yeah, nothing. Down here, nothing. It appears on the edge of the map, right? So, but yeah, we have no remaining water. That is my water budget until we reach the next level of utilities. And I have to be at least a little bit careful because the water pumps, I think, take the technicians to operate. Or not the water pumps, but the water purification plants. So, yeah. Which ain't great. Still haven't discovered anyone else. German city-state, Russian Alaskan movement, Appalachian tribes, Mali Empire, Magellan's Faithful, Republic of Australia. Ah, fuck. So, maybe good news, we have somebody cornered there. Bad news, I was hoping this was just going to be free expansion. And we have Emperor Issa Taisho of Japan. Great, so we got 2 opponents immediately joining us in our north and south, I'm pretty sure. Just going off the names. Alright, so yeah, you guys should have all of your needs met. Things like ale and radio and gramophone will someday be met, hopefully. But, gonna be honest here, not really too worried about it. For now. I just want to make sure we've got things like excess clothes and, God help me, we better... Oh my god, we don't have enough newspapers. Alright. Normally I like to build more of things rather than use these upgrades. These upgrades seem like they're really good, but because of like how the technology works, there's kind of incentivization to not do that and instead build wider rather than improving the efficiency of your buildings. But I'm not gonna lie, holy shit. I just want 20%, like 6% more output on all these. Now this production per cycle is output, not throughput, so I don't have to worry about taking any extra resources. We're fine. It's just a 60% output buff. So, we unlock, these upgrades, from being far enough along a lot of this, and for the most part, we are, Printing press, we get a level 1 morale, so we're definitely fine. Dear Lord. I might just drop all of my breakthroughs towards getting the water purification plant soon. Because I'm going to go through a lot of this water real quick, and I'm worried. Because I need more manufacturers. I need a lot of manufacturers, So I would like to get you guys some services that I think you would enjoy. Let's see. Fire station. Police station. Clinic. Elementary school. Elementary school there. So that way I can put a power substation here. We discovered the Ozark in North America. Good. Alright. See, 5.8. 67. We're trying. Immigration on manufacturers is going to be pretty slow. Like, we get plus daily immigration rate is only +2 on manufacturers, and I think I had even, yeah, I had a plus like 3 or whatever. So, like, we get a lot in, but manufacturers will take a little bit. But that's okay. They're getting at least a lot of their public services now. They'll need a high school ideally too, but like, that will help get their morale up. Okay. And then maybe once we actually have enough manufacturers, we can start getting like the appliance factories and everything else going. Alright. Still gonna take a bit though. Because, unsurprisingly, the factories will actually require manufacturers. Yeah, this, oh no, actually the appliance factory is only 30 laborers, eh? Nice. Okay. So in that case, I'm going to look to get gramophones started. I think that makes sense. Alright, well in that case, let's get the copper mines up, shall we? Yeah, let's just line this up. But yeah, so we'll throw up some copper mines here and get our copper flowing. As will be pretty necessary. Each of those, yeah. Like I said, 2.6 thousand unemployed seems like a lot until I just really start building things, you know? See, that's going to get me 48 copper, which is a good start, don't get me wrong. But we're going to need a lot. Factory, mill, refinery, smelter. Yeah. Okay. And if I put some a lumber, or at least another wood chopper, and some lumber camp mills out here, we should be good. At least I hope. Okay. The Atlas Range. Okay, so that's wood. And depot. There. So, 2. Jesus, they only take 2 when they're doing lumber. Alright, that's more than enough lumber for probably a while. Like, one of these produces enough for 3, so that's pretty good. Alright, we need power and water nearby. Well, we have power. And we've got water now. As you can see, our water has actually decreased by about 200 since I last looked. Which, oh boy. Alright, so we've got enough gramophones now. Governor, although citizens all enjoying the freedom of speech and discussion new ideas through popular channels, feel like they are right challenging your rule. Perhaps with intellectuals, it's only a matter of time until the radicals spring up with their ideas. Publicly challenged and shamed. Minus 20% luxuries. Oh boy. Well, the good news is at least we're getting the gramophones through. It might not be a bad idea, because I should have extra grain right now, potentially. No, I don't. Alright. Is heavy industry a brewery? Nope. Production? Brewery. Ale from grain. Simple enough. How many? 5, okay. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, holy shit. I ran out of plywood? How much have I built? I had 2,000. And I produced like 80 a tick. The amount built is yes, yeah. Started removing the drop-edge shacks now available weather storms and other things. The nature throws them. Little by little, life is returning to the local village. Good. Bad news from the smuggler. Water supplies are contaminated. Yeah. Done. Before Gooney Governor, we applaud you for your foresight. That only cements our replaced faith in you. Damn right. Disease is spreading among the villagers. We need trained medical personnel in a clinic. I need a second clinic. Actually. Shouldn't I have 2 clinics? Ah, there's no water tower nearby this one. Bloop. Yeah, I had the foresight for this one as well, more or less. Laborer's health. It needs to be 50%. Good enough. We're such a wise governor. Yeah, damn right. Alright. So yeah, the breweries. Good. So we're going to need some grain farms. Oh, that needs to be cleaned up. All right. Don't think I can fit any additional depots in that area. That's okay. Is this one pre-upgraded? No. Well, it's getting upgraded now. By golly, is it going to need it? Do you get a radius upgrade? No. Okay. Just to make sure. Throw a little extra depot coverage in this region. And then you guys need some water towers. And maybe power, we'll see. Let's place down all 3 of these water towers. Oh no. Oh. Okay. So I give you a range upgrade, or 3. There we are. 350 there. So yeah, that just used up like 50 water. So, what do we got here? Water management, nope. You 2 have your coverage upgrades, but these guys don't yet, which is a bit of an unfortunate issue. We'll need Civics 4 for that. Speaking of which, how goes R&D? Well, we're closing in on Utility 7. Which is a good start. Alright. No road access for the breweries yet? That's not true. It's connected to the forest zone and connected along sort of the main roadway here as well as into this industrial core. Should be fine. That was a while ago. Ah, yes, fair enough. Sorry, I just finished developing the industrial sector. When I'm in a building frenzy, I don't look at chat. You know, I am, after all, a member of the cult of the line. The line must go up. Back to nearly 1k plywood. Yep, perfect for the spending. So your guys' morale looks like it should be improving, because, yeah, now we've got ale for you, we've got gramophones. Ideally, we'll get radios at some point. But either way, this is good. You've got a pretty massive city going, which need... Yeah. I'm not sure what to do, because I need... Because here's the thing, even if I did this, I need technicians. This would be 3,000. This would be almost enough to get us up there. Alright. So, I'm going to start on Technician City. You know? I think this region should be good. Alright. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, these guys will also request electricity as a need. They will also want fish soup and juice. So, I mean, generally, assuming I can get the radio going and the telephone, you know, we're generally going to be fine here. The Philippines has a special city of everything. I mean, I don't think this should remind you of the Philippines. I feel like this is vaguely just the favelas. I am separating people on social stratas here. You know? Like, we call it Laborer Town, but it's a slum. So the Philippines. Okay, you know what? Fair point. Anyway, as I mentioned, annoyingly enough, they now take electricity as a base. So... But yeah, our first technician has now moved in. Ideally, I'd like to get those a couple more things here. Like radios and telephones are basically like dead easy. It's just more appliance factories. So let's throw down our crude extractors. So yeah, telephone. Yeah, telephone's plastics, which I think is actually a separate one. For whatever reason, yeah, plastics, crude oil, and cellulose. All right, the radio is just rubber, which is from the refinery. All right. For the refinery. Perfect. And of course, a couple depots. So, rubber. Alright, so this building, these places need to be connected to the town center. What a hell of a bridge. Ooh, getting weirdly buggy there. Nice. Alright. Still not connected? The hell did I screw this up? Come on. No, that depot never got connected. That's how. Tiny little flashing yellow thing, never noticed it. Good. Alright. Got rid of the as well. No, don't think there is. I think there is shield thing there, but we're good. Looks like anyway. Yeah, we'll need things like water towers and other stuff, but oh good lord, we're down to 80 water. Fuck me. $80 water, man. This is it. This is all the water we got. We're done. Alright. Just ran out of hard drive space for a moment. Sorry about that, YouTube. Naked 54 power. Perfect. So yeah, we are in the throes of a water crunch. I'd like to point out that that we still have manufacturers and technicians moving in that require water, so it's not great. It's not great. I'll let you know. Let's just give you the extra jump a little bit. The coal plant's pretty cheap. You know, it only needs the one that gets enough. Alright. See, no power substation nearby. Don't worry, we'll hook you up. Eventually. Okay, we're all good? We're all good. Insufficient water. Yes, because of course. Seriously, I feel like that is one of the more obvious complaints that seems to exist here. is these goddamn distributors are just too small scale for what can be necessary sometimes. On the plus side now, we have radios. And I don't know about you guys, but I would like to get a couple telephone factories going as well. We have extra wood production from the lumber zone. So we just need to throw down some cellulose factories. And the plastic factory. Now we're looking at the potential of like these four. Because yeah, you produce enough for 5, so even better. Yeah, we have enough copper. Easy. Yeah. We'll need power and water, of course, of which we do not have. But you can have the substations, I guess. The power situation we can solve. The water situation we cannot, though. So here's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna be blunt here. I am going to spend all those breakthroughs I have been saving all game. Because yeah, like that water crunch is freaking ridiculous. And if you build up at all, like, you know, you end up using so much of your water to maintain people. It's just so it's difficult, you know. I'm speaking from experience. Having done a single player game already. Oh shit, you can just be built out here on the water? Nice. I'm not gonna lie, I was wasting coastal real estate before. I guess I can probably just build a quay. And then dirt road along a quay seems like it's oh, you do need a depot nearby. And 40 kilowatt hours of power. All right. Well, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, desalination plant's up and running. So while we're at it, I need a second coal power plant. But the important point is we just went from being really short on water to having tons. Build it off Technician City then? It doesn't matter because concepts like commutes don't exist. It's just net resources. People are a resource, you know? So... concepts such as commutes do not matter, and we can just be chill and just build things wherever the hell we want. Alright, so the clinic's getting some increased coverage, finally. And we'll now hit almost all the houses and drag labor health up. There we go. And as a general rule, that'll improve laborers' morale and make them a lot less righty. Yeah, 6.6k. We're down to 2.4k unemployed. And we've only just started moving up the pyramid, you know? On that note, are we all about to starve again? The time the arrival of doctors halt the disease outbreak in its tracks. Madam Chambers once again saves the day, although she refuses to take any credit for it. It seems that the pirates roam rivers in search of prey. They pillage, plunder, and extort anything of value from the people they encountered. I have a detailed description of what they've done to the village, which I keep to myself. The strong survive, and the weak perish, such is the way of the world. Let us look into the possibility of allying or getting pirates to work for us. Do we eradicate the pirates or ally the pirates? Which gets us the boats? Probably allying, but I'm not going to lie here. I'm a good guy. I'm a good Samaritan. I say we destroy the pirates. But I'm curious to see if Twitch chat's going to come up with any particular reason why we shouldn't. Death to mercenaries. The artisans of the village will do our best. We need supplies. Canned goods, both for us and our survivors. Produce food rations. Alright. Plus fires and region stability. Now we're good. Okay. Alright. So far, though, so good. People are arriving, and we have water, and can kind of just continue to expand our industry. And now, we're getting our first thoughts of, like, military factories. So, you know, oh no, 50 manufacturers. Yes, we've discovered Cascade. So, luckily as far as food rations go, they're pretty easy. You know? What building's on fire? It's covered. So, I don't know if I'm really going to use too many food rations, but we'll see. Because I think most of the units I'm going to be building do not take food rations as upkeep. But that's fine. We'll humor the quest line. Oh yeah, as I was saying, before that window appeared, I wanted to check. Hey, are we all about to starve to death? Yes. Okay. Looks like we need to expand the agriculture sector again. I suppose I should also double check on bread. Yeah, bread's also going down. Vineyard for grapes. Alright. You know, it's actually funny. The starting penalty for North America is actually way more brutal than this region's. The starting penalty for North America, if you're curious, was minus 10% production for all resources. I just thought that was standard, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess that provides me an incentive to do this quest line. But, like, goddamn. If I can get enough of that in my ducats. I don't really pirate anymore. I mean, yeah, but that's a different kind of piracy. you know. Lots of lowlands been discovered. How are we doing? Slowly but steadily filling in the map all over the gosh darn place. Alright. On that note, at this point, show trading buildings. Yeah, we need transport 12. I would like a trade post now. Sure, even if it, Jesus Christ, takes 40 kilowatt. Whatever. Alright, so that is a trade port now. I think I have to actually put something in it. Don't really care. Yeah, take some plywood. So that will have, like, traders arrive more often and get me some more intel on the world map. Cleaning the Cascades. Yeah, so we've already managed to use up all of that water. It does not take long. Ah, yes, but we will need another 50 glass. Oh, hey, we've discovered the Japanese archipelago. But we didn't make contact? Where the hell are you? Is your capital in Korea now or something? Might be. I don't know. It's on vacation. The Japanese Empire looks inside. Does not contain the Japanese islands. Like, excuse me? Maybe I can salvage some glass from this stuff and try and get a second one going. I'll probably just have to bite the bullet and get glass production up, but I need a bit more water. It's been brutal, you know? Oh yeah, there's just random laborer house here. Not connected to anything. Get rid of it. Alright, we almost have enough. We need one... Oh, there we go. There's some glass. Okay. Yeah, still managing to pull in enough glass. We should be okay. Salvage literally everything else. Let's go. I think that's basically the last of the salvage on the map. And we just got the Nile Plains. Not bad. So that gets us enough for yet another water purification plant. Like I say, water is such a weird little mid-game crunch here, you know? Laurentian Plateau. Alright. But we did it. We dealt with it, except for now we need more power. Solves another problem for now. So how are you guys actually feeling? Like, pretty good. You've got all of your luxuries. Oh god, there's not enough meat. So yeah, your morale's only 37%. You guys are actually heading towards a riot. Fuck. Oh god, I never put water towers for these. Shit. Whoops-a-doodles. Okay. Good. Meat is now being produced. Oh my god, they're 100 out of 100 still. Like I said, these distributors are just too small, man. Alright. So yeah, tons of meat's now flowing out. We need to try and stop them from rioting, so that'll help. Fish soup from soup kitchens. Let's work on that real quick. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Nah, I'll deal with that momentarily. I just need to think. Just need a moment, you know? So fish and vegetables, it's pretty easy, you know? The juicery is just fruit from the fruit orchard into juice. Also pretty easy. Again, requires inordinate amounts of electricity and water, though. And sushi is for the for the specialists, so we're not gonna do fine garments for the next little while. You guys will need all those things. University, prison, yeah. Station, high school. These require a lot of civics. We can provide at least 5 for you, which isn't too bad. It'll help the morale. We need to get that morale up badly. Okay. I'm gonna give you some extra loaders just in case. Alright. But yeah, we should be able to produce the soup fairly easily, and then I am going to put a fire station right here. Oh. Perfect. Building's not working properly, it just needs resources. We're good. Okay, repair that. Alright, so at least we can get them some fish soup. We can get fish soup and public services. Clinic, elementary school, high school. Insufficient electricity. God, I hate this. Lord. Okay. Electricity and water. No, wait. I actually might have enough. Distributor might be legitimately not enough electricity. So, where's the coal mines down here? I have a vague recollection that there were some. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Depot can arrange both. Good. Let's deal with power production for the next little bit. Get a dirt road down here. And there we go. Problem should be roughly solved. Mesa Verde. Skip export North America, but either way, that covers that problem. Get a decent bit of the public services. Luckily, they're going to move in, like, kind of closest to farthest, so it's not too bad. Like, we've only just finished getting the first, or we're just closing out on getting the second building sorted. Yeah. I got their luxuries met. Fish stew is coming in. I'll probably just need to give them juice. There's no way around that. Which is fine. Juice is simple. Nothing really complicated here. Two, 3, 4, 5. So each of you will produce 15. And each juicery consumes 10. So 15, 30. So we'll make it 6. And we need 3 per 2. Got it. Let's gotta get the ratios right. Doing a lot better with this. Okay. Jesus, 35 manufacturers per juicery. Oh lord, I was... Oh, fuck me. Well, no, actually, you know what? We can handle that with the quay. I think, right? There. So, never mind. We have to do a massive expansion to the manufacturing hut. Or as much as I can, anyway. Let me guess, the juicery... No, thank God it does not require concrete. And I'm going to use up the last of my concrete, getting as many manufacturers in here as I can. Unless, am I... Okay, yeah, I have reached my cap. It's not hugely shocking. Alright, that's it. That's all we get. As many manufacturers as we can. Alright, we'll need to get concrete going before too long. And our number of unemployed continues to drop. 1,700 and falling. Oh boy. Like I said, there's a lot of work to do. Still, even a little bit of juice that we can get them will help. Even if it's not a ton. damn it. So you'll put those 4 there, and then probably just throw down a depot. Alright. Well, how large is the depot? 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So about there. So yeah, 30, 60, 90. Cool. Seems good. Alright. 2, 3. Ah, yes. I did it again. I spent all my plywood. I guess it helps me do that when I'm, you know, paused. Alright. Let's get some roads out to these. There we go. Power and water. Oh my god, we're out of water again. And I haven't even gotten glass yet. I feel like I might be missing some things over here. It's hard to say though. Oh, maybe a little salvage up here. Yes, 10 more concrete, which is good, but not what I need. So there's another building. Gotta look real close to the minimap here for any orange pixels I might be missing, or yellow pixels. Check. Oh, there's some salvage. Yeah, I mean, the next thing I need to do is obviously just glass, you know? I mean, I might be able to buy some. I'm gonna try that. Like, I've got money hand over fist, and honestly, just in general, I haven't really used much of this UI. Because of the inordinate problems with the damn thing. But, fuck it. Buy me glass. Yeah. Please, I need to buy glass. Oh lord. Damn juice row factories, yeah. But, on the plus side, their needs are now met. Their morale is at 66 and climbing. Looks like so. At least generally speaking. Except for you guys. We'll get you a couple of range upgrades, so that way you'll supply that one. There. The morale can climb. Needs are mostly met now. And like, in the grand scheme of things, we've got almost all their luxuries met. Almost all their public services, you know? Like, we're at 50 and 67.7 for 2 of them. So, like, we're in good shape. Yeah. Okay, riot risk is coming down. Thank goodness. There we go. Except for the whole water issue. Still also trying to get more manufacturers. It's fine. So yeah. We've had traders come by and they are not even selling me glass. Like, come on. Oh yeah, whatever happened to this thing, by the way? Oh yeah, you need power. Fair enough. I'm just trying to figure out how to use this trading UI. Alright. So, in terms of getting glass, it's quartz and natural gas, so we just need a quartz mine and a refinery. Like, I guess, oh god, that's why I hate it, because it requires 30 specialists. Oh, no. Right. That's the problem. This requires specialists. So, like, I haven't even managed to exit the mid-game water crunch, you know? You guys have upgrades, right? Have I unlocked those? Dear God, I need utilities 12 for that. Well, we're trying. That's for sure. At least I can get 60% more on those then. And like it's going up decently quick, so. Man. But yeah, unless I can get more glass, our growth is just kind of stunted. You know? I mean, I think my best bet might just be to try and maybe get 30 specialists living here. Yeah. What the hell else am I going to do, really? You can at least be kind of happy, I hope. Happy enough to not riot. That would be great. You'll require ideally sushi and pie, but you're not getting it. I also don't have any immigration for that. I think I actually have to go out and conquer on the world map. It's tough to tell, though. You have to tell. We discovered Central Europe. Oh, hey, we're making contact with people finally. Alright, we've discovered the German city-state. The German city-state has decided that we are their enemy. Very good. And we've met West Australia. Gotta hand it to you, Governor. This meal's better than all the crap I've eaten while I was in the army. How to make a chef blush. As many as I can, connoisseur. What people need now more than ever is something to raise their spirits. Is it ale? No, gramophones. Also taken care of. Alright. Not bad. We're doing well. We're doing well. So, unfortunately, I have to actually discover somewhere I could conquer. I guess I don't actually have any border regions. God help me. Now return to normal cells, right? Hard to work. Alright. Produce handguns. Ah, yes. The next step is the military production. 0 specialist is 1 there. Unfortunately, our area, I think because of the area we started in, like, we just get no specialist immigration, but we got slightly higher earlier game immigration. Oh shit, the Balkans give +6 specialists? What the fuck? That's nuts. God truly is a Serb. Jesus Christ. Alright. But yeah. We need to basically expand outwards now. Which is gonna be tough, really. With such limited water. Like, I'm really hoping that I can, you know, import glass. I don't know. Please? I just really need glass. I'm not getting glass. But yeah. Because I literally cannot get specialists to proceed, which is a problem. I might be able to, let's see. There is the is it the propaganda center? Where is that? Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to build a propaganda center in our capital province. 50 plywood, 50 bricks, 1.4k upkeep. Basically cheap and free. Don't care. I'm just going to hope that that gets, like, me a little bit of immigration from specialists. Like, that's the only thing I can think to hope right now, you know? Luckily, you guys look like you're in the same vein as me. We can actually kind of now compare ourselves. Oh, East Manchuria. Okay. 2 other people. So you've got a garrison of 1, pretty easy to fight. You guys have 3 militia right now. So they aren't exactly ahead of me here. Like, militarily, sure they are. I'm just going to have to hope that nothing I do from here out is going to require additional, like, water. Because, oh boy. Okay, vehicle factory, yeah, just electricity, good. That's what I like to see. So. We need handguns, field guns, infantry tanks, ammunition. Got it. Handguns as well. And a vehicle factory. We're going to need steel, which is fine. Now, yeah, those quartz, and I can't do shit with it. This area going to get saved? Maybe. But yeah, when getting specialist immigrants, I'm just hoping that this will help. Tax office, airbase. I feel like an airbase would actually be really good here as well. Oh god, it requires 100 concrete. Also, it requires 60 glass. I have glass! The traders finally brought me glass! Oh fuck, I need concrete. Honestly, that I can maybe deal with. I don't know. I don't know if I have enough water for that. But either way, at least, like, I can... Yeah, we need 6. That's fine. I can live with that. 25 technicians, sure. Alright. where's the damaged things? I don't know. Alright. So yeah, we need limestone and gravel. So yeah, that's all of our iron there, which is good. I'm a little bit worried about our lack of coal, but hopefully we can stretch it decently. Okay, gravel deposit, gold deposit, gold deposit. Okay, well here's some gravel. One gravel pit. Does not require anything. 20 laborers. Good. But yeah, insufficient electricity. I guess we need even more hookups for these damn things. Do not give me the insufficient electricity bullshit. Okay. Better. A penny. But yeah, so yeah, they're just training military right now. They're just entering their military phase. We're a little behind them, but that's fine. I'm not exactly worried. Got too many other things to worry about. So yeah, we've got coal or like rock coming in from the gravel quarry. And we've got limestone back here. So we get 9. And then I need a limestone quarry. 8. And if I make a cement factory here, what's this going to take? 4 to make 9 cement. And a concrete mixer. 3 cement. So, yeah. Honestly, just get the basics up right now and worry about the rest later, you know? We need the basics. The Northern Andes. Alright, and let me guess. Perhaps a water tower. An electric substation. Alright. So on the plus side, we should now be producing some concrete. Hopefully enough. You know? As I desperately try and get more water purification systems up. Because, yeah, that's our only shot at survival right now. Yep. It is kind of a problem. I think thankfully-ish, you know, yeah, I was gonna say. I don't know who's taking, like, who's not getting their water right now. Because we do have insignificant, like, unnecessary amounts. But it says it's all, like, going somewhere. So. Oh, yes. annexed state continues its efforts to declare war on us. Very good. So yeah, apparently these. Although to be fair, I think it's literally that only. Yeah, the problem is more, I think, we need way more water towers here. It might be saving us that it's going that way though, so. For the moment, let's just pray we can get to 30 concrete and start solving our shortage a bit more. Wouldn't that be nice? Dear Lord, would it ever be nice? Just need one more batch of concrete. Then we can hook up a few more things and hope for the best. Well, trying to figure its stealth out. Okay, power substation. There. Alright, we have enough water now. Thank goodness. Yeah. Getting glass for that is probably the hard part, really. Oh good, it looks like the propaganda office that I built in our capital worked. Yeah, they got us just a little bit more. We now actually get some specialists in. Alright. So we've produced enough ammo, we're good. Now produce some handguns. We have no steel. No shock there. Alright. Okay. We'll need 4 more iron mines here. Or just 4 iron mines, since actually we don't have any others. Alright. Alright, it's not too bad. Only 10 workers per... Like I say, we're slowly working our way through those laborers. Now, thankfully, we have a little over half the city built. So, like, I could still get another 6,000 laborers as needed, which we might need that many. I don't know. It's always good to have some extra laborers because eventually we have to start recruiting troops. And it can help. Alright, so we've discovered Indochina. Which, unfortunately, I don't think I legally touch, so I think I'm just going to have to go elsewhere. I don't know, though. We'll see. Could build a second propaganda bureau, but no, we're good. Alright, on that note, are specialists good? Like... No, they are not. Hopefully if I can get them some juice. We can get them a prison now. That will help. That'll get, that'll meet their remaining safety needs. Improve their morale. What do we even legally touch? Nothing. I think we are considered an island province, you know? We do not seem to have any, like, I don't think this is a crossing that I can actually utilize, but I guess I'll see when I put a troop on the map. So I think we're just gonna have to go by sea power and also air power. I'm gonna want to get an air base out so I can just kind of deploy them and have them ready, hopefully. But yeah, we'll see what we can get. Okay. I've forgotten where my iron is. I'm pretty sure I developed it. So here, no. I want to say it was like over here somewhere, but I think I've gotten turned around somewhere. Yeah, I must have. Like, yeah, that's oil. Fuck. Naval invade Manchuria for resources. Work for Japan. That's probably what we're gonna do. I think we might start with Australia, though. Because this is still a 4X game, and that is the homeland of one of our opponents, so... Yeah, I have no fucking idea where I accidentally managed to put my freaking iron production, man. Should be in one of these clusters of mines. Like, that's the copper. Quartz. Ah, here we go. Yep. Back to where we were. We need to get this connected up to the main road up here. Get our depots down. Alright, so that gets us the iron. Next up, smelters. Iron plus coal. Now, we currently have plus 20 coal available to us. That's not too bad then. Okay. I can afford 3 smelters. Now you might say that's 21. Well, I'm going to improve the coal mines. So, we'll get a little bit more out of them. It's pretty clear we're going to need it. But yeah, that's steel. More or less taken care of anyway. Alright. Okay, we're up to level 3 military. That's good. That unlocks the naval base and shipyard. So, that's like we can easily get cruisers right now if we could, but unfortunately cruiser tech is probably here, yeah, 10. It is a way off. It's not to say I won't be using it, though. I assume we're fine on fish. I haven't checked in a while, though. Yeah, good. Alright. So, we're going to need... What do you employ? 100 manufacturers. Jesus Christ. Baby's also going to need 35 kilowatts of power. Alright. So yeah, from here we can train corvettes and theoretically better things, but... realistically, my main goal here is just trying to improve the rate at which I'm teching my military up. Because even if I can just get to 6 and get destroyers in a reasonable amount of time, we'll be in good shape. You know? Not bad though, 6.6k. 1.2k. So we're at 7.4k. I can round that up and just say about 8,000 people in the city. That seems fair, right? Not too bad. I'm just thinking. Because it would be pretty easy at this point for me to just... Let's see, do we have your upgrade yet? No, we don't. Okay, we have the upgrade for everything else, though. If I slap down just enough laborers, I can get another, like, national point thing. And I think that might be a good idea. I'm actually managing to employ most of them, so, like, I can't really complain too much either, you know? So each of these is 80. So each of these rows is like 500-ish. Either way, I need to build out another quarter here. I mean, the number of laborers I'm going to be employing is really just going upwards and a rather rapid trajectory if you haven't noticed. That said, after this, I should make sure... Oh, hey, something to salvage. Okay. There we go. Alright. We do have the Propaganda Bureau running its mess, so I'm not too worried. We got a ton of immigrants. Alright. Yeah, immigration interest is 9 from laborers, so... Alright. That should grow the city. How are we doing here? Average population of 10,000. Soon. Alright, how are we doing here? So, need to produce handguns, field guns, infantry tanks. So. How many? 10, 5. So this is the UI I was talking about before, the vehicle production UI, where literally I can only just click one time to increase this, and you need thousands of these. Alright. So apparently we're producing no steel currently. Just checking on that. Ah yes, no power substations. Very good. Okay. We'll get a steel production more or less taken care of. And we can begin militarization in earnest now. What's on fire? Is there a fire station nearby? Oh, good lord. This refinery collapsed. Okay, so the answer is definitely there's not, and I need a fire station here. Wait, there is. Why is there a purple aura if there's not? Oh, because, right, the utilities. I thought that was the fire station aura, but no, that would make sense. Right. Cool, let's get a couple fire stations down. Fix this place up. And, are we starving to death? Let's find out. Anyway, right, I can't. That'd be too easy. No, we're just barely even. That's good. Alright. So it's pretty clear we're going to need like a hell of a lot of water towers here.
An earnest disciple.
Good. Let's try and improve this. I have another fire bell I need to check on real quick. You know, that's fair. Literally just not far enough. It looks like it responded. That's good. Yeah, we're also having some massive problems with this water tower. Or the water supply in this region. Holy shit. Yeah, these people demand so much water. It's nuts. Like, hang on here. 0 to 100. There we are. Okay. Exile these guys to the sea. I wish. Alright. So how are we doing? Handguns, check. Field guns, check. Infantry tanks, almost check. Yeah, our basic military production has started. I assume you're just picking up the last one. And the end of tyranny. Thank goodness. Alright, realizing the pirates would continue to harass you, you ordered a sortie against them. With a carefully laid trap in the form of an empty, unsuspecting village, the prey has managed to ensnare itself in spider webs. Your men have made quick work of them. After being pressed, they revealed the location of the lair. They were defeated, and what spoils they had taken decided to return to their owners, if they're still among the living. Good. So we no longer have the penalty. We've completed the quest line that removes it. Done. Alright. So I have no more missions. Now it's straight 4X. So, like I said, most of that was just built for no real reason. I'm going to be straight here. Like, we are going to rule by sea power. And maybe air power eventually. Reach population 10,000 thanks to the achievements team. By the way, the city's bigger than my single player one that's been going on way longer. Alright. Okay. 50% artillery attack. I like 15% artillery attack. In theory, but like... I keep saying, like, yeah, no, we're ruling by sea power, so... Do I want immigration interest technicians? Production of technician luxuries or tier 3 resources. I think all tier 3 resources is good. This keeps getting fancier. Alright, not bad. Good, we have 3,100 unemployed now. Doing pretty well. Still gonna take some time for us to grow, but hey. And yeah, you can see where we've definitely had some slumps and some slowdowns and some problems. Okay, the prison, good coverage, courthouse. Morale reached 7. Oh yeah. Record label. Radio station. I hate that the radio station gets its coverage here. We have to get all the way to fucking 9 for the record label. Alright. Agriculture is pretty much done. Like, might need to start rolling out the water management on some of these. To, like, try and make life a little bit easier. Could be worth it. Yeah, so we're starting to lose out on vegetables. I'd also like to check on our bread production. Bread is struggling pretty bad. How are we doing here? Pretty even. Okay. So yeah, we need to expand the basics. And also I assume we're probably running out of newspapers and clothes, but I don't know, I haven't looked lately. Hey, wow, we finally are running out of clothes, guys, and I'm surprised we ever had enough newspapers to begin with. It felt like we didn't. Yeah. Still doesn't seem like we do. Half this goddamn map's gonna become covered in printing presses. But yeah, we've completed what I think is sort of the first leg of the game, where we're now ready to really start interacting with the world map, having completed the quest line and all that. And we're getting there. Alright, so we have discovered the Mali Empire. Although, haven't really. So yeah, they haven't attacked. It looks like the Mali Empire, this isn't their capital, so they've attacked out and actually conquered their first region. Alright, so Indochina is reasonably defended. Where is easy? So yeah, East Manchuria, like, seems like the place to go. I'm gonna be straight here. It has a garrison of 1, and that's it. Like, those are all garrisoned by 3. This guy's fielding more militia, which isn't a whole lot. I mean, the militia are pretty garbage. Like, can I just view those stats here? Yeah. So they're damage versus land 1 to 3. Damage versus naval 1 to 1 with 5 HP, right? If we even look over the infantry tank here, 30 HP, so 6 times as much HP. And about 3 times as much damage. Yeah. Damage to naval 1 to 2. So the real question then is, if I rolled out some corvettes, you know, from this theoretical naval base of mine. 60 HP, so twice that of even the infantry tank, and 2 to 8. So like slightly worse damage. Okay, and it does look like they need food rations. Good to know. Oh fuck, they need artillery shells. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. Artillery shells are going to be tricky. We don't have a ton of galena. Manchuria it is then. Yeah, hang on. No, 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 no. Okay. Aluminum's not helpful. Come on, there's gotta be some somewhere. No, no lead anywhere. Oh boy. There we are. West Australia first. I need the lead. Theoretically, we have like 7 income of galena, but I don't know if we actually get it from this region. Like, it says resources 100%, immigration under 20%, right? So, like, I think I am getting those. It's just really hard to tell. But, like, it is going up. Alright. Well, nonetheless, I should look to extract what I've got for now, at least. Honestly, this isn't bad, actually. Okay. That's good. I didn't realize we had 3 separate deposits. We'll see. I'll put them down and see what we can get. 3 deposits might be enough for me to, like, field an early game Navy. I can kind of maybe make that work. So these galena extractors will produce 11. They need to be run through smelters, though. Extract either lead or silver from. So we can get 10 lead. We'll do double, so a couple smelters. Like, I can throw on the... like, production here. So I can get 330 lead if I then do the production thing. Okay. I should be able to get it within the realm of 150 lead. That should be more than enough. Okay, that's not too bad then. Okay, I was worried. I don't know why I was worried about galena being a shortage. We're good. I don't know why I was worried. It's fine. Okay. And so, because we're going to need to produce a crap load, and I mean a crap load of this stuff. Okay. So like look at the military thing. Yeah, lead and chemicals. Let's go to the munitions here. So yeah. It's 10 lead per. So it's fairly rough. How are we doing, by the way? God damn. We've successfully employed 5,400 laborers. Yeah. I'm actually kind of running out of manufacturers too. Alright, I think I'm done for the day. I think probably a good stopping point here. It's been pretty good. Alright. Whew. I think we've had a good run for the day. We've managed to break through a decent bit of this. We've got a nice wide and sturdy base. And, you know, I think we're kind of primed next time to start arming a military and expanding outwards. Well, we have discovered, yeah, Russian-Alaskan movement. It's not your capital, though, but that's fair. So the Appalachian tribes are probably in North Appalachia is their capital. Which is really good if I remember right from a North American game. That place has like 3 upgrade slots. It's wild. Magellan's Faithful. I can only assume you're either in Portugal or Iberia. No, yeah, you wouldn't be. So, like, Magellan's Faithful would probably be South America, right? Or South America might be kind of open right now. Something to consider. Oh my god, the Yucatan is free real estate, guys. The Yucatan is free real estate. I need to get a Corvette up now. I actually don't know how to cross the ocean, though. But we'll find out. How many blocks it? Oh yeah, I guess it does block the resources, damn. 4 fruit, 7 zinc, 4 brass, and 10 morale. Yeah, I apologize. I recognize I should show... Oh, that was the game. Show that there. Like, this is the resources I get from my local region. You know? Oops. 4 vegetables, 7 galena, 4 cellulose, and 10 transport. Build this propaganda bureau to actually get us +1 specialist daily immigration rate. I guess no one asked about this when I was talking about, but each of these places have immigration rate. Without the propaganda bureau, we have 0 specialist upgrade, like daily immigration rate, which is brutal. So we got that. But yeah, so we could get that resources. It's literally free real estate. Oh, there is... Oh no, there's an army. But it's 2 militia. You know what my Corvettes can definitely do? You know what I am 100% certain my Corvettes can do? Defeat 2 militia. Like a single Corvette. It has 60 freaking HP. Even if I only dealt 1 damage, and they dealt 3, or, yeah, they only deal 1 damage to me. Like, they can't. They fucking can't. We'll be fine. Ugh. Oh, so that's where I can put additional resources in the slot. Good to know. Out of curiosity, there is down here. Okay, so I can get additional resources I want to track here. That's good to know. Just little things I'm discovering as I go. Alright. So yeah. That's been the first day of streaming of Kaiserpunk. You know, I'll canvas chat anyone who's still watching. What do you guys think? Yay, nay? Do you want me to stream some more of this? Do you want to never see this again? Tell me your thoughts. And meanwhile, for those of you on YouTube, I'm probably just going to cut the recording here. Thank you everyone for watching. I've been your Kaiserpunk, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.